Good morning, friends. How is everyone doing this morning? I hope you all are well and healthy. I'm on week 2 of working from home. Just had a meeting with my boss. I get to come back on Monday. So that's exciting. I'm not sure when this video will be up, but currently it is Tuesday. So I get to go back on Monday. I'm really excited to be able to go back. I don't really care for working from home. Found that out about myself. I have way too many distractions. I want to film 1,000 videos. I have the dogs here. Sometimes the kids don't have school, so the kids are here. The husband is here. Sometimes the husband's not here and the kids are here. And I just like being able to be in the office and just focus on work solely and not have a million distractions. So yeah, I'm really ready to be back in the office. I am feeling a lot better. If this is your first time here, then hi, my name is Carrington. This is not your first time here, then hi, welcome back. We have such an exciting video testing out a ton of new products. So if you're excited and you enjoy other makeup type content, then go ahead, hit that subscribe button, click the little bell to be notified of all my future uploads. And let's go ahead and let's dive into the video. All right, I made a large purchase from Sephora. Yeah, it was pretty large. Well, I guess it wasn't like large, but like when you think about like the amount of money everything costs at Sephora, it in the end was kind of large. So we're going to try out. So first of all, this is like a moisturizer. I'm going to try using this as like my hydrating primer. Then for a sample, I've got the YSL Blur Primer. This is the Blurring and Illuminating Primer. So try that for like my T-zone area. We'll see how that goes. I also got this little sample of the Tom Ford Black Orchid. I really want to try that out, see how that smells. So I'm excited to try that. Then I bought the Charlotte Tilbury Nudegasm Face Palette. I was not really interested in purchasing this at all, but I have seen so many people talk about this palette, rave about this palette, how much they love this palette. So I guess we're just gonna have to, I was like, I guess I'm gonna have to just get it and try it out. And then let's see. Then we have the Rare Beauty Always an Optimist Soft Radiant Setting Powder. Mine is in the shade Light. So this is the lightest option that they have. They did not have a translucent option. So I'm hoping that they might come out with something like lighter. I just feel like that might be like a little too dark for me, but we'll definitely try it out. What else do I have? I have the Rare Beauty Warm Wishes Stick Bronzer in Power Boost. So here this is. Interesting. Okay. It's like a peachy bronze, so I hope it doesn't turn out like too orange on me. When it blends out, it looks nice. So a little bit nervous about that. Then we have the Mini Biba collection from Natasha Denona. So we have this the little cheek duo. Okay, this was $19. So granted, it wasn't like a ton in comparison to like Natasha Denona's stuff, but like look how tiny this is. Like, this is very tiny. And then in that collection as well with the little face trio was the Mini Biba eyeshadow palette. Let's see her. I really like how she like nicely packages all of her like products. So here is the palette. That is beautiful. I cannot wait to create a look with this. And then we have this Makeup Forever Rouge Artist Metallics. I did not realize this was a metallic. Okay. That's what it looks like. Okay, look at that. Really nervous. Ooh. That makes me nervous. Okay, and then we have, I bought the correct shade for me for the Too Faced Born This Way multi-use sculpting concealer. Mine is in the shade Cloud. The last one I got, I think, was like Porcelain or something. It was a little bit too dark and too yellow. And then we have this Dior Forever Skin Glow 24-hour wear radiant foundation, perfection and hydration, concentrated floral skincare with sunscreen. Okay, I did not read that part when I ordered it. I'm not a huge fan of floral scents. I don't really like floral scents in my foundation, but that is stunning. So, wow, we've got a lot to try. So if you guys are excited to see what my first impression thoughts are on some of these products, then definitely keep on watching. So I'd like to start off with my eyes first. I have them primed. Somebody had commented in one of my videos, I didn't see you put on an eye primer. If I'm always priming my eyes, 100%. My eyes will always and forever be 100% primed. Recently it's been with the Ulta Beauty Matte Eye Primer. This is my holy grail. This is my ride or die eye primer. It's incredible. I use this every time I do my makeup, unless I'm trying out a new eye primer, in which case you guys will see that on camera. So if you don't see me priming my eyes, just know I'm going in with this. Alright, so then we've got some swatches right here of the Natasha Denona Mini Biba. We have Bruno, we have Izzy, we have Blaze Nude, we have Plush, and then we have Wink right here. Wink is one of those like cream to powder type formulas. So let's go ahead, let's dive in. I'm trying to see what exactly it is I want to do. It's always the hard part, isn't it? So let's just start off with the shade right here, which that is Plush, and that's has quite a bit of kick up in there, but it does coat the brush nicely, and that's what we're gonna focus right in our crease and transition area. Next, let's go into that cream to powder formula. That is Wink. I'm going to take that on a brush. This definitely has quite a bit of like kick up in the pan, and it doesn't really coat the brush that well. But we will work that a little bit like lower into the crease area and slightly above. Although it didn't really like appear like it coated the brush really well, it really did, and it does look really nice. And it's blending really nice. So then for the outer corner, we'll go into that shade Bruno and just start working on packing that on the brush. Start towards the lash line, smoking this out. And then up into a V. So then I have primed my eyes with some NYX glitter glue. I'm going to go into that only shimmer shade we have, which is called Blaze Nude. Take that on my pinky finger and just start tapping this in. Alright, so here is the eye completed. I'm going to go ahead, go do the other eye off of camera, and then I will come back so we can start diving into some more products. So before we get started on the complexion, I do want to try out this little Tom Ford Black Orchid. Okay, like how... This is interesting. So I guess... put a little bit on my finger. This smells very manly. Like, I think I just put on cologne. So this definitely is like a very just like manly scent. Now I feel like I smell like a man, and lovely. Okay, so then we have, this is from Wishful. This is the Honey Balm Jelly Moisturizer. This cut does come with, this little pod does come with quite a bit. I'm going to take just like a little bit. And here we go. Like an interesting scent, but this is like a really nice and thick moisturizer. I literally barely needed a lot at all. Like, took like the top of it off. So yeah, this is definitely going to last me a while, but that feels really nice on my skin. Then we have from YSL, this is the Touche Eclat Bleu Touche Eclat Blur Primer. So it's very, okay, so this is very jelly-like. I don't know if you can see. And then can you see like the sparkles within it? So this is a very sparkling. So it does feel like silicone to blur the pores. I think this is one I'm going to have to let set for a little bit. Yeah, you can kind of see on the skin, at least up close. It's really hard to notice, but you'll see some of that glitter on your face. So that's definitely something I would not buy the full size of. I don't want a ton of glitter. It definitely is very silicone-like. I think that it did a nice job of, like, you know, filling in my pore area. So, I mean, it's nice in terms of, like, it fills in my pores nicely. But I don't love the sparkle. I'm gonna let all this set for just a little bit and try to see if I can get it to set in, because it feels a little bit greasy. My skin feels greasy. So it's definitely starting to sink into the skin, not feel quite so greasy. So another new thing that we're trying is this sponge. This is from Hip Dot. So I had recently filmed a video where I tried the Hip Dot and the Rugrats Hanukkah collection, and I loved their sponge. And so I recently went on their website to order more of those sponges, the Rugrats sponges. So I ordered 5 of the Rugrats one, but then I saw these sponges, and these are on sale for like $2. And so I was like, I'll order 10. So I ordered 10 of these, and they feel really nice and soft. So I'm really excited to try this. So next we're going to try the Forever Skin Glow from Dior. Mine is in the shade Zero Cool Red. It's a 24-hour radiant foundation, perfection and hydration, concentrated floral skincare with sunscreen, broad spectrum SPF 15. It says warning for external use only. I wonder what y'all are doing that they need to put these things on there. So it comes with like this really nice pump. Not a lot came out. Is this going to be a good shade match for me? I think so. Bring some a little bit down the neck. Okay. You know, I don't really know that I smell a lot of the floralness to it. I really can't really smell much of the floral scent. But the sponge is really nice. This is setting beautifully on the skin. It's blending, not on the skin. It's like actually like blending into the skin. That's what I meant to say. But it came out as on. But like it's like technically like on your face. But like it's really sinking in, and it really leaves like a radiant glow. I think this is a good shade match for me. I would say this is probably about a solid medium coverage. I wouldn't say it's like low medium or high medium. I think it's just like a solid medium. It definitely, you know, covers up a lot of my redness, discolorations, but I still do see a little bit of skin peeking through. So next up we have the concealer from Too Faced. That's supposed to be in my shade instead of the one that was not in my shade. But oh yeah, this is definitely more my shade. So just gonna put on just a little bit. This is such a good concealer. Just wanted to say that. It's a really good concealer. And yeah, this is definitely one of those high medium buildable full coverage. It definitely hides my dark circles in my eyes. It's creamy, so it blends out nicely. I think that leaves like a really nice a nice medium cover, no, high medium coverage, and I think it does help to brighten my under eyes just a little bit. Okay, so now we're gonna go ahead and dive on into the Rare Beauty sculpting stick. Let's see what happens whenever I just apply it straight to the skin. It's not overly deep. Put some right here. Don't want to put it on my nose. That's not really a contour type shade. I think this is like the lightest shade that they had come out with. But I think, as you can kind of tell, it almost blends into nothing. It's just so light that it just blends into not much of anything. And that's really odd because I am like printer paper white, right? Like I don't have much pigmentation, melanin in my skin. Okay. I don't know how I feel about that quite yet. Okay, so then we've got the Natasha Denona Rose Cheek Duo. So this is definitely more of like a cream kind of, right? So here they are. Highlighter might be a little tad bit too dark, but that's all right. We'll make it work. And I'm just going to take the back of my sponge into the blush shade. Do these have names? Nope, this is cream blush. I feel like that's really beautiful, just like a really nice soft hint of pink to the cheeks. Then I think I'm going to take my finger with like the highlight shade. I found that that's the way I really like to apply like my cream highlights, is with a finger. I really like how like it's like very soft and like lit from within. Like I think this whole look right here would be really cute if I was just needing something lightweight on like the face and was just like going to run some errands or something. Just have a whole bunch of like cream products. That's something that I really enjoy, is just wearing a lot of that. So now we have this Rare Beauty setting powder. So this is what the cap looks like. I feel like it's a little bit darker than I would like for a powder for my skin tone. I don't think it's awful, though. Alright, so here we are, moving on to this Nude Gasm. So we've got the highlighter, the blush, the two bronzer shades. So I'm going to go into the lightest bronzer shade right here on this brush. And I'm going to focus that as kind of like a contour. Then I'm going to go into the other shade and kind of stamp over that and make it a little bit more out there for the bronzing. Slightly bit deeper. So then we're going to dip into the blush and focus that more towards like the back portion of my cheeks, and then once I feel like there's less product, bring it forward. Then we're going to take the highlighting shade and focus that right up on like the high points of my face. I'm a little bit nervous this might be too dark for me. It's not. Say what? I was nervous it was going to be too dark, but it's actually not. Okay. So then we're going to go ahead and we're going to dive right back on into this palette right here. The first one I'm going to go into is one we have not used yet. That is the shade Plush. No, it's not Plush. Izzy. And, oh, feels like someone got my eye. And focus that right here on the outer corner. Or no, the lower lash line. Alright, so then I went in with this for my inner corner with the highlighter. So I think that's about everything we need to try besides the lip stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go off of camera to try to finish off the rest of my face. So we can come back and use the lip option and I can give you guys some more of my final thoughts. Alright, so I am back so we can go ahead and try out this lipstick. I don't know how else is going to go with the lip liner. I can like feel the like glitter particles in this. Yeah, it's not, you know, terrible. I'm just not a fan of metallics personally, and whenever I read it online, I did not realize that it was going to be a metallic. Did not realize it. Alright, so let's go ahead, let's dive on into my final thoughts. First things first, this little mini Biba. I personally really do like the palette. I was able to create a really soft, simple look. So I feel like this would be really great for like the days when I'm like in a hurry and I need a palette that I don't have to think about. I don't have like a ton of different options. I can literally just grab this, use one or more shades to create a look. Obviously there's up to 5, but I could easily reach into this, make a really foolproof, easy look whenever I'm in the hurry, whenever I'm in a hurry, not the hurry, a hurry. This little like cheek duo, I really, you know, I think it's kind of tiny, like for $19, like this is tiny. But you know, not the end of the world. Natasha Denona is really expensive, so the fact that I get these two for $19, can't be mad at it. What I will say though is that I do like it. Like if I was just going to run some errands or I was just going to work and I just like threw this on the lid, threw on like a skin tint or a foundation and then just like put this on easily, I think that would be great for like an everyday look. This Rare Beauty, so I am like skin paper white. Okay, I like skin paper white, computer paper white, and with this I felt like it just blended out to nothing. Like you could barely see it on my skin. So this is one where I'd have to like really just like build it up. And I mean, I think this is probably one of the things that like I'm least excited about from this try on. Not because it's a bad product. Like I think if I would have gotten a darker shade, that would have been a lot better. But with this being the lightest and it almost blended out to nothing, it just makes me a little bit disappointed. I may need to play around with this a little bit more, maybe see like if it would work best if I like layered it a lot more, or if it would be best if I like put this on like the bottom of my sponge and blended it out. Just something that I definitely need to like play around with a little bit more. So for this like little Wishful Honey Balm Jelly Moisturizer, I like this. I thought that was a really good moisturizer. In terms of the perfume, now I smell like a man. So not here for that. Did not know that was a manly perfume. I cannot find what I did with, oh here it is. This YSL you know, blur primer. Let's see if I can get any more to come out. There's a little bit left. This one feels really greasy, but as you can tell, like, do you see all that like sparkle in it? I I'm not a fan of that, especially because this really feels very silicone-y, so I would use that to fill in my pores. I don't want glitter to be what's filling in my pores. I would like a nice product filling in my pores, and that just had way too much glitter for it. And I know YSL is expensive, so I'm pretty sure like that's going to be an expensive primer, and it's going to be expensive and have all that glitter in it, and I'm personally just not here for it, truthfully. In terms of this foundation, I was nervous I was going to smell really florally. I did not notice that. I think this gives like a really good medium coverage. It really keeps a nice glow to the skin. It has a lot of different shades. This was a perfect shade for me. This was 0CR. So it worked out really, really well for my skin tone. I think that it blended beautifully. It really sank into the skin and really looked healthy. So I'm really, really excited to keep using this. I really did enjoy this. I know there's a matte version, so if you don't like more glowy options, they did just come out with a mattifying one. This I already know that I love. I just needed a different shade. Alright, let's talk about this Charlotte Tilbury Face Quad. I was actually quite shocked by it. I was kind of nervous I wouldn't love this. Like when I first saw this, I was like, yeah, you know, I don't really need this. It's expensive. Like it's really expensive. And I was really nervous that this was going to be expensive and not that great of quality, or maybe not living up to like my hype. But I think like my whole skin looks so good. I like that I have like a contour shade. I have a little bit of a bronze, a really nice glowy blush, and then a really nice highlighter. And the highlighter is not too deep or too much. I think that like this is a really, really, really good face quad. I could see myself really reaching into this a whole lot more. Of course, I have like this face quad right here, which is definitely one of my top favorites. Like I've already hit pan in this. I keep using this. It's in this month's Shop My Stash and in my Project Pan. But I really do like this as well. I think this is great quality. In terms of this lipstick, I don't hate it. I don't love it. When I put it on, I could feel like the sparkles, like the glitter. I could feel that going on my lips. Again, I'm not a huge fan of like sparkly, glittery-esque lipsticks. I did not realize that this was a metallic when I bought it. Like, I guess I should have read it better. I did not, right? And I have this much of it to use. I think it's beautiful. Like, it's one of those where it's like the packaging is really beautiful. Like, the design that's on it is like super beautiful. So it's definitely like one of those where like, see how sparkly that is? I think this would be one of those where it would be like beautiful to like put on display and like have, but I don't think I would get a lot of use out of that. So that's something that I'm probably not the most excited about either. If we're going to be honest, if we're going to talk about the top two things I was most excited about, it was probably going to be this foundation and this face quad. I thought those were my absolute top two things. My least two favorite of today was probably going to be the Rare Beauty. This, I just don't like metallics. So, oh, and the sponge. The sponge is fantastic. I love this sponge. It like just is nice and soft and really absorbs product really well, especially for me who has dry skin. I don't want a whole lot of extra product just laying around, so anything that's extra, I like that it's absorbed. I just love how nice and soft and bouncy this is. I think that was a really great sponge as well. Let me know what you guys think down below. Are any of these products that you guys are thinking about picking up? Are they not? Let me know what you guys think down below. If you enjoyed this video, then definitely go ahead, give this video a thumbs up. This lets me know that you enjoy testing new Sephora makeup. This lets YouTube know, so that way they can recommend more videos like this. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, click the little bell so you can join this wonderful family. And I will see you all in my next one. Bye!